Good morning, everyone, or depending on where you guys are, it's not the morning. This is Dr. Joe's reading writing class, USL2B tryout. It's November 24th, 2019. Let's get right into it. Can I have a volunteer raise their hand and read this section, this highlighted part? If you would like to read, raise your hand. All right, great. And how I normally do this is I ask for volunteers in the beginning, and then I try and make sure everyone at least reads once or twice throughout the class. So everyone will have a turn. All right, Scarlett?
Life is an opportunity, benefit from it. Life is beauty, admire it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a duty, complete it. Life is a game, play it. Life is a promise, fulfill it. Life is sorrow, overcome it.
All right, Scarlett, do you know what sorrow means?
Yeah.
Can you explain to the class what sorrow means?
Okay. Sorrow means sad.
Yeah, you're right. It just means a very deep sadness. You're right. And so what she's saying here is life can be sad, but you have to overcome it. It's okay if it's sad. You still have to move forward, right? All right. Thank you so much for that, Scarlett. Can I get Lucy? Lucy, would you like to read this part?
Life is a song, sing it. Life is a struggle, accept it. Life is a tricky, comfort it. Life is an adventure, dare it. Life is a luck, make it. Life is to purchase, do not destroy it. Life is life, fight for it. Mother Teresa.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Lucy, can you tell me what the word tragedy means? Do you know?
Which one?
Tragedy right here.
It's a very sad situation.
Yeah, it's a very sad and terrible situation, right? And a car accident can be a tragedy, right?
Yes.
Right. Another one. Do you know what precious means?
I think it's something that's that worth a lot of money.
Yeah, well, a lot of money is one meaning of precious, but precious is just anything that is very valuable, right? Anything that is very valuable. So it doesn't have to be money. Even if you really like it, let's say you have a teddy bear that you really love, it can be precious to you, right? It's very valuable to you. So yeah, so thank you so much for that. So she's also saying life is very valuable, so don't destroy it. All right, do you know who Mother Teresa is, Lucy?
Mother Teresa, I know a little of her.
Yeah. Do you know what she did?
Yes. She did many like charity or other good things for the human.
Yeah. Mother Teresa was a nun in India. And so a nun is someone is a woman in the Catholic Church who does a lot of charity work and prays for people and stuff like that. And she was a nun in India, and she did a lot of charity, helped a lot of orphans and poor people in India. So let's read some of this. Thank you so much for that, Lucy. I'm gonna get someone else to read now. Any other volunteers? If nobody volunteers, I will just pick someone. So you might as well volunteer early. Any volunteers to read this for us? All right. So let's get Scarlett to read this one.
Born in 1910 in Macedonia, Mother Teresa taught in India for 17 years before in 1946 she experienced her call within a call to devote herself to caring for the sick and poor. Her order established hospice centers for the blind, aged, and disabled, and the labor colony. In 1979, she received the Nobel Peace Prize for her humanitarian work. She died in September 1997 and was beatified in October 23. In December 2015, Pope Francis recognized the second miracle attributed to Mother Teresa, clearing the way for her to be canonized as Saint Teresa of Calcutta on September 4, 2016.
Awesome. Thank you so much for reading that, Scarlett. That was nice. So some words I wanted to repeat. This word is pronounced hospice.
Hospice.
Hospice. This one is disabled.
Disabled.
This is leper.
Leper.
And then canonized.
Canonized.
Believe that was it. And this is humanitarian.
Humanitarian.
Right. Awesome. So yeah, one thing I want to ask is, do you know what a call within a call means here? It's difficult. If you don't know, that's okay. That's okay, Scarlett. Thank you so much. So let me maybe ask the rest of the class. Does anybody know what a call within a call means here? Lucy, I'm going to ask you. Do you know? You had your hand up.
I think that call within a call is just suit for something like.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
It's just a suit for something. Suit for.
A suit. Interesting. Okay, I'll go explain what it means in this sentence. Basically, so Mother Teresa was she was working in India or teaching in India for 17 years, right? So that was sort of her call. Her job was her call, her first call, to work in India and teach in India, right? Then at one point she received another call. Or sorry, this was the first call, and then she received another call, a call within a call. So her other call was to devote herself to caring for the sick and poor. So so she believes that the first call was to work in India and teach in India. The second call within that was to devote herself and help care for the sick and the poor, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so that's what that means. So thank you so much for that, Lucy. Let's see what else. One thing I want to go. Does anybody know what a leper is? Any volunteers? If you want to volunteer, you just raise your hand. No, nobody knows what a leper is. Okay, Scarlett and Lucy again. Okay, let's see what's Scarlett.
Two means. One is a person suffering from leprosy.
Yeah.
And another is a person that other people avoid because they have done something that people do not approve of.
Yeah. So the second definition you said, so a person who someone avoids, is sort of an informal definition. The main definition is a person suffering from leprosy. All right. A leper is someone suffering from leprosy. That's the main definition, but you can use it in other ways too. All right. Thank you so much for reading that, Scarlett. So now for the second one, I'm going to get someone who hasn't participated yet to read. Let's get maybe Selena. Selena, would you like to read this?
Yes.
Okay.
Beatified, a recognition by the Catholic Church of a dead person's entrance into heaven. Canonized in the Roman Catholic Church, officially declare a dead person to be a saint. Saint, a person acknowledged as holy or were typically regarded as being in heaven after death.
Awesome. Thank you so much for reading that, Selena. Some things I want to go over. This word is pronounced beatified. Canonized, acknowledged, and this word is pronounced virtuous. All right. So yeah, so just so that you guys understand, if someone is beatified, that means the Catholic Church says that, oh, this person has entered heaven. We believe this person has entered heaven. That's what beatified means, right? Canonized is when the church says, okay, this person is now a saint, right? And a saint is someone who the church believes is a very, very good, holy person, and will be in heaven after they die. So that's what that means. All right, thank you so much for reading that, Selena. Let's get another another volunteer to read the next slides for us. Someone who has not participated yet, so maybe we can get. Sorry, Scarlett, you participated very recently, so I'm gonna try and ask someone else. Let's see if we can get Maya.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Maya. Would you like to read the title of this book for us?
Orphan Islet.
All right. So this one is pronounced Orphan Island. So the L is silent. I mean, sorry, the S is silent. And can you read
Orphan
the
Island.
name too? The author's name?
Lyle
Snyder.
Snyder.
Yeah, Laurel Snyder. All right. Can you also read this? Maybe just this first bit.
Laurel Snyder is the author for 5 children's novels, 7 Stories Up, bigger than a bright box. Penny drove up and down the Scratchy Mountains or the stairs of a suitable princess, and any which wall, as well as 6 picture books.
Awesome. Thank you so much for reading that, Maya. Um, let's see. Can we get another volunteer to read the second little bit? Can we get maybe Mary?
A graduate of the Laboratories Workshop and a former Mature fellow, she also writes books for grown-ups and is the author of a book of poems. Thought Baltimore will always be her home. She now lives happily in Atlanta, where she scribbles madly and complains about the hat.
Awesome, awesome. One thing I want to go, this is pronounced Iowa. It's a place in the US. So yeah, so that's actually an I, not an L, like a capital I. Thank you so much for reading that, Mary. Let's see if we can get another volunteer to read the next slide. So this is just, again, it's Orphan Island, 288 pages, and it was published in 2017. Great. Can we get someone to read this highlighted section? So let's see. Can we get maybe, oh, Gina, great. Gina, would you like to read this section for us? I don't know if you're speaking into the mic. We can't hear you, Gina.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, now I can hear you. Great.
Okay. From Asylum,
This is
Asylum
acclaimed.
acclaimed author Level Snyder comes a deep, compelling, heartbreaking, and completely one-of-a-kind novel about 9 children who live on a mysterious island. On the island, everything is perfect. The sun rises in a sky filled with dancing shapes. The wind, water, and trees shelter and protect those who live there. When the 9 children go to sleep in their cabins, it is with full stomachs and joy in their hearts, and only one thing ever changes. On that day each year, when a boat appears from the midpoint of the ocean carrying one young child to join them, and taking the eldest one away, never to be seen again.
Awesome. Thank you so much for reading that, Gina. So a couple things. This is pronounced island.
Island.
And yeah, that, and this is pronounced shelter. And all right. Can I ask, do you know what the word compelling means?
Sorry, I'm not sure about this.
That's okay. That's okay. That's great. So compelling just means sort of interesting, right? It just means very powerful or interesting. So what this little paragraph is saying is the book is very interesting and powerful, and it's one of a kind. Do you know what one of a kind means? Gina, do you know what
Does
one
it
of a
mean the best in kind?
yeah, it could mean the best. Most of the time it means the best. What it means is just unique. There's nothing else like this. It's not similar to anything else, right? So it's very special. It's there's nothing else like this one, right? That's what they're trying to say here. All right. Anything else? Nothing else? Okay. Thank you so much for reading that, Gina. So the last little paragraph. Who am I missing? I believe we're missing. I think we went through everyone. Maybe Lucy, would you like to read this section?
Okay. Today's changing is no different. The boat arrives, taking away Jenny's best friend, Dan, replacing him with a new little girl named S, and leaving Jenny as the new elder. Jenny knows her responsibility now, to teach us everything she needs to know about the island, to keep things as they've always been. But will she be ready for the inevitable day when the boat will come back and take her away forever for the only home she's not?
Awesome. Thank you so much for reading that, Lucy. Yeah, so this is just an overview of Orphan Island. Overview just means summary. This is just what the book is about, basically. All right.